Reforestation activities since the 1970s in Gunung Kidul and Bantul, Yogyakarta, have seen good results. Private forests with a variety of high-value commodity crops have existed. As the growth of a tree is measured by its diameter, their existences are threatened. This time it is caused by the landowners.
Pemanasan global identik kaitannya, erat kaitannya dengan emisi gas rumah kaca.
Due to these conditions, Arupa Association Yogyakarta, with Indonesian Climate Change Trust Fund support, initiated a scheme to delay the logging in the community forest so the trees could reach into adulthood. Indonesian archipelago with its straits is a paradise for planktons and moves sea nutrients along with the ocean tidal currents. Not only is it good for marine products, but also good for aquaculture. Tobia and Renda Islands in southeast Sulawesi were a perfect place for seaweed to grow and provide livelihood for local residents. But the climate change makes these waters no longer friendly to humans.
Artinya pertama-tama kami menanam agar itu sampai kami katakan selama tinggallah kemiskinan. Nanti tahun 2000 Pak, 2001 kalau tidak salah ingat, 2001 itu sudah mulai rusak agar semua.
Because of this condition, Humaniora Association, which is supported by Indonesian Climate Change Trust Fund, does the participative research to bring back the glory of seaweed aquaculture in this region. Hot and dry weather in the eastern part of Indonesia doesn't mean that the soil is lacking in nutrients. In Kupang, East Lesser Sundas, people need water to grow their crops quickly.
Salah satu faktor paling penting buat mereka, terutama untuk petani di timur, adalah bagaimana menentukan musim untuk mulai bertanam. Karena kondisi di timur, petani hanya cuma punya waktu bertanam untuk mengumpulkan pangan 1 tahun, hanya 4 bulan.
The short time span of a planting season is not a reason to stop working on the soil. Due to the urgent need to know the time of planting and fishing in Kupang area and Kupang district, Pikul Association and Indonesian Climate Change Trust Fund initiated a system on climate information dissemination for farmers and fishermen. The relationship between Indonesian coastal residents with nature signs cannot be separated, as it is where the fishermen depend half of their lives to the nature signs to keep their lives safe when going fishing. But now climate change has put the fishermen's safety into uncertainty. They need information to go home safely.
Kalau musim dari tahun kemarin ya mending gitu, cuman tahun ini ada robak.
To build resilience against climate change impacts, Bingkai Indonesia, in association with Indonesia Climate Change Trust Fund, are introducing a strategy to deal with the changing nature signs by accessing the weather forecast information and information for potential fishing location. Fishermen and teenagers were trained to access and pass the climate information on their own. Strong and natural resources, Riau needs some accurate strategies to regulate the human and the nature relationship. to find the relationship model between the stakeholders in a biosphere reserve areas and designing farming techniques with the optimal emission absorption, Bogor Institute of Agriculture, supported by Indonesian Climate Change Trust Fund, do a research to Giam Siak Kecil, Bukit Batu area as an Indonesian biosphere reserve.
Area ini sebetulnya bisa menunjang kehidupan yang lebih baik dari kawasan Riau, sehingga ada suatu konsep model public-private partnership dari publik dan juga dari private yang bekerja sama bersama-sama untuk mengelola cagar biosfer itu untuk lingkungan yang lebih baik.
Do we know how much electricity we use is affecting the emissions in our environment? However, the electricity with all emissions is a capital to get out of the darkness. In Surakarta city, public street lighting has caught the attention of some parties to be addressed soon.
Ini lebih dari 30 miliar, berarti kan hampir 50% ya, 40-an% lebih ya. Ini untuk membayar rekening PJU di Kota Surakarta.
This is the trigger of the efficiency concept, which is given by Polytechnic ATMI Surakarta, which is supported by Indonesian Climate Change Trust Fund, a circuit planning system as a consideration material in decision-making of the city government in the future.